Greetings everyone, I am Garose S. Añasco, a fourth-year biology student in the University of the Philippines, Visayas Tacloban College. In this presentation, I will be talking about coral reef fishes, specifically on indicator families. The presentation to be discussed is divided into 5 parts, the 5 parts being introduction, distinguishing group traits, Philippine representatives, spatial distribution, and lastly, their adaptive structures and mechanisms. To start, we will first find out what an indicator fish is, what families fall under the category, along with their names. Names such as common names, local names, and Greek origin of their names. Reef fish play an essential role in the community dynamics of coral reefs. We can tell that a reef is healthy when it has intact fish populations along with trophic linkages. These fishes are referred to as indicator fishes, as they have co-evolved with and are somehow intimately related to the corals in which they get their nutrients from. In short, they serve as a measure of the environmental conditions that occur in a specific location. The indicator families to be discussed all fall under the order Perciformes. Order Perciformes, also referred to as Percomorpha or Conthopteri, is considered to be not only the largest order of fish but is also the largest order of vertebrates. They comprise of about 9,293 species, which is more than one-third of all species of fish in the world. Its name Perciformes, meaning perch-like, because many species under this order have a generalized perch-like body shape. The order Perciformes has about 160 families, which is most of any order within the vertebrates. However, we will only be talking about the 3 families, family Chaetodontidae, the butterfly fishes, the family Pomacanthidae, the angel fishes, and the family Xanthiddae, the Moorish idol, as these 3 families are families that are considered as indicators in the Philippines. Family Chaetodontidae are a group of conspicuous tropical marine fish. It is composed of approximately 129 species in 10 genera. They are a group of widely recognized reef fishes that are known for their vivid coloration and their striking patterns. Moreover, they look like smaller versions of angelfishes which come from the family Pomacanthidae. However, unlike the family Pomacanthidae, they do not have preopercle spines at the gill covers. This will be discussed further on the next slides. Going back, this group of fishes are commonly called butterfly fishes. The Greek origin of their name translates to hair tooth, chaeti meaning hair, odontos meaning tooth. This is in reference to the rows of brush-like teeth in their mouth. They are called paro-paro or paro-parong dagat in Tagalog, isdang kabakala in Maranao, samal tausog, and kulibangbang in Ilocano, and alibangbang or buray-buray in Visayan. Next is the family Pomacanthidae, comprising approximately 86 species in 7 genera. These marine angelfish are brightly colored fish common in the aquarium trade. As mentioned in the previous slide, they closely resemble the chaetonids. However, they are generally more robust and differ in having a sharp spine on the cheek where they got their Greek name from, poma meaning cover, acantha meaning thorn. They are called pata or pata-pata in Visayan. The family Xanthiddae consists only of a single living marine fish species, the Moorish idol. The Moorish idol got its name from the Moors of Africa, who believed the fish to be a bringer of happiness. Zanclide from the Greek word zakios, meaning oblique. They are also called kalmin in Visayan. A few butterfly fishes in the genus Hiniocus look similar to the Moorish idol. They are also a coveted aquarium fish, but are difficult to catch as they are finicky and they have difficulty adjusting to captivity. Now, let us move on to their distinguishing group traits, specifically on the respective physical characteristics and ecology. The physical traits that most fishes in Perciformis have in common are spines on the front parts of the dorsal and anal fins, along with rough scales, pelvic fins made up of one spine and five rays or supporting rods, and also the presence of a lateral line. However, in the next slides, we will delve in their differences and what makes them stand out. The butterfly fish's appearance resembles that of a butterfly wing. It is a big, round, compressed dish-shaped body with prominent fins around the pelvis and the back. Its dorsal fin is continuous, which is known to provide defense against possible predators. As mentioned previously, this family got its name from the small rows of bristle-like teeth in its small mouth. Its long, narrow snout is used for grasping prey in small areas. Moreover, its dark contrasting eye band, along with the large spots near the back, serves as confusion tactics to trick predators. They do not have a spine in their preopercle, and they possess a well-developed auxiliary scale. Similar to the butterfly fish, they have compressed disc-like body, small mouth, brush-like teeth, and a continuous dorsal fin. However, they possess feathery pectoral fins with dark eyes and a short, blunt mouth. All angelfishes have a thorn or a spiny growth. Additionally, they have a prominent preopercle spine, but they do not have a large scale at the base of the pelvic fin. Lastly, sometimes filamentous rays are observed. The Moorish idol also have a distinctively round and compressed body. The broad black and white bars on their body makes them attractive to aquarium keepers. Also, small horns over the eyes are observed. In addition, these fish have small fins except for its dorsal fin whose 6 or 7 spines possess a very long filament forming a sickle-shaped crest called the filamentous extension. Furthermore, they have a long, slender snout and a number of long bristle-like teeth lying at the end of its small mouth. They differ from butterfly fishes in that they have a prominent black triangular anal fin. The next part of the presentation will now focus on the respective families' ecology, more specifically on their habitat, group behavior, optimum pH level, depth, diet, reproduction, and lifespan. Fishes under the family Chaetodontidae live in coral reefs, mudflats, seagrass beds, and lagoons. They wander either in schools or alone. They are known to live in depths of about 20 meters to 200 meters and prefer pH levels between 8.1 to 8.6. Getting food at the bottom parts of the sea, they have evolved different kinds of jaw shapes and sizes to probe narrow crevices for food, such as corals, planktons, algae, worms, and crustaceans. Moving on, the butterfly fishes are considered as non-guarders, meaning they play no role in raising and caring for the young. So to protect itself, the butterfly fish has a unique larval stage in which it develops a plate of bony armor over the head, which are eventually absorbed in the body. They are oviparous, meaning they are egg-laying animals. They mate at specific time of the year. In the tropics, the spawning season usually peaks in winter or early spring. In temperate climates, the spawning season takes place in the summer. Additionally, the butterfly fish form stable monogamous pairs for at least 3 years and sometimes their entire lives. Lastly, they have a lifespan of 5 to 10 years. Fishes under the family Pumacanthidae are commonly found in warm, saltwater habitats, specifically in coral reefs. They do not migrate and exhibit social behavior, which is a common phenomenon among vertebrates, more notably fishes. They prefer pH levels between 6.5 to 7.2 and are generally found in depths of at least 50 meters. They are omnivores that feed on sponges, pieces of shrimp, and algae. Like the butterfly fish, they are also non-guarders and oviparous. However, the differences fall under the fact that these fishes are polygynous, meaning they have multiple partners. More on this, the male usually has a group of 4 females called a harem to mate with. One of the most amazing facts about an angelfish is if a male leaves a harem of females, one of the females changes into a male and takes his role. The female fish lays at least 500 eggs. Lastly, these fishes live up to 15 years. The Moorish idol prefers hard-bottomed habitats from turbid harbors to reef flats and seaweed reefs in pH levels of 8.2 to 8.6 and a depth of 3 meters to 182 meters. They are often seen alone, also in pairs and occasionally in small groups or schools, especially as juveniles. They are diurnal fishes found sticking at the bottom of the reef at night, adapting a drab coloration. They are omnivores that feed on algae, sponges, and other invertebrates. Similar to the previous families, they are non-guarders and oviparous. They are pelagic spawner, meaning they release sperm and eggs into the water column, causing fertilized eggs to drift away. These larvae drift for a long time before settlement, resulting in a wide distribution. Also, similar to the butterfly fish, they mate for life. Lastly, these fishes live up to 2 to 4 years. For the third part of the presentation, let us move on to the Philippine representatives of the respective families. Family Chaetodontidae consists of 64 living species in the Philippines, and a few examples are the Philippine butterfly fish, the high-fin coral fish, the pyramid butterfly fish, the six-spine butterfly fish, the copper band butterfly fish, the brown-banded butterfly fish, and the pennant coral fish. Next, the family Pumacanthidae consists of 32 living species in the Philippines, and a few examples are the three-spot angelfish, the blue-spotted angelfish, the barred angelfish, the regal angelfish, the bicolor angelfish, the black-striped angelfish, and the blue-ring angelfish. Lastly, the family Zancleridae consists of one single living species in the Philippines, the Moorish idol. For the fourth part of the presentation, I will be talking about each of the family's spatial distribution by presenting maps showing all of the records, where they are present, and where they are likely to occur. This image shows a map showing where species under family Chaetodontidae are recorded, probably present, and are likely to occur. These fishes are seen to dominate tropical waters and are most densely distributed in the Indo-West Pacific. However, some occupy warm temperate waters, Various species pairs occur in the Indian and Pacific Oceans, specifically members of the genus Chaetodon. Next, this image shows a map showing where species under family Pomacanthidae are recorded, probably present and are likely to occur. These fishes are present in shallow reefs in the tropical Atlantic, Indian, and mostly Western Pacific Oceans. Finally, this image shows species under the family Xanthidae, which is commonly seen in tropical and subtropical reefs. The final part of the presentation will talk about the adaptive structures and mechanisms of these fish species. Adaptive structures are physical features of an organism in order to survive certain conditions. Adaptations are a result of evolution, which refers to a change in a species over long periods of time. For fishes under the families Chaetodontidae, Pomacanthidae, and Xanthidae, they share almost the same adaptive structures and mechanisms to survive. Structures and mechanisms such as body spots and bands to confuse predators, sight to locate prey and communicate, long snouts with a degree of elongation, flat-shaped bodies, and pectoral and pelvic fins that stick out like wings. The number one anti-predator adaptation these fishes has is the spots and bands they have around their body. The dark band obscuring the eye, along with the false eye spot near the back of the body, mimics the head, and works to trick predators into thinking that the fish will move in a different direction of the false eye spot, giving them a chance to escape. Additionally, the eye spot can also act as a signal to maintain cohesion in shoaling groups. Shoaling groups are a group of fish that stick together for social purposes. Fish in shoals convey information by carefully observing and monitoring each other's behavior. Next is that most of these fishes rely on sight to locate prey and communicate. Since most of them come in monogamous pairs, such as those of this family in the Chaetodontidae and the Xanthidae, these pairs communicate visually to locate each other. One may swim upwards in a display that helps in locating each other. Additionally, yellow colors in members of Chaetodon lunula intensifies and their counter shading fades as a visual signal of aggressive interaction during agnostic encounters. Next structure is their long snouts with a degree of elongation depending on the species and type of food that they eat. This is observed in the fish species Forcipiger flavissimus and Xanthus cornutus, which possess very long jaws similar to tweezers to grasp invertebrates in narrow crevices, while in species under the family Pomacanthidae and a species under family Chaetodontidae, the Chaetodon ornatissimus have short jaws for nipping off live coral polyps. Next, fishes under the three families all share the same flat-shaped body. This is a useful tactic to escape predators because their bodies allows them to swim into crevices too small for predators. Their bright, vivid colors also help them blend in with their brightly colored rocks, algae, and many more features in their coral reef habitat where they are commonly found. The pectoral and pelvic fins allow a fish to fine-tune its movements. Pelvic fins are found at the bottom of the fish right in front of the anal fin. They aid in balance and prevent the fish from rolling side to side. The pectoral fins are fins that are located in either side of the fish near the gills. They work similar to the pelvic fin and also help steer and control depth. The pectoral and pelvic fins of the fishes under the families Chaetodontidae, Pomacanthidae, and Xanthidae stick out like wings, which help them swim long distances and allows them to make sudden stops and sharp turns. Here are the references I have used to create this video presentation. That ends my report. Thank you for listening. I wish everyone safety and sanity in this ongoing pandemic, and have a great day ahead.